Members of the conservative GOP Freedom Caucus within the Michigan House are calling for another investigation into the 2020 election. This time, a look into Dominion voting systems and the company's CEO. Our Al Myers joins us now from Lansing with a look at what they're claiming. A faction within the Michigan House is calling for further investigation into the 2020 presidential election here in Michigan.
More and more of our election activities are being outsourced to non-government organizations like Dominion Voting Systems. I can't issue a Freedom of Information Act request for internal communications to Dominion. We didn't have that access until recently.
Colbeck and members of the Michigan House Freedom Caucus say they want an investigation into alleged perjury relating to testimony before the Michigan Senate Oversight Committee back in December of 2020.
We have documented evidence that alleges 15 counts of criminal perjury during that testimony. Investigators such as myself and others were able to review that information and connect the dots to a variety of claims made about the 2020 election, including the testimony made by Dominion CEO John Polis.
In response, one House Democrat tells CBS News Detroit she is surprised to continue having these conversations.
There is not any proof of fraud in Michigan's 2020 election. And quite honestly, I'm surprised that this conversation continues to be brought up by the Republicans. The only instance that I could think of that is related to elections that was fraudulent is we did have some Republicans claim to be false electors.
Multiple recounts here in our state found that President Joe Biden won the 2020 election by about 150,000 votes. Members of the Freedom Caucus say they've submitted their requests for investigation with the Michigan Attorney General and Secretary of State.
There were not any errors with the Dominion voting systems. I know a number of lawsuits have addressed this, and it's my understanding that Dominion has been successful in all of those lawsuits because there are no problems with the Dominion voting systems.
Reporting in Lansing, I'm Al Myers, CBS News, Detroit.